Hello, I'm Abby. I'm TopKnot Stitcher, and we are back for some more Nashville Market browsing while I ignore the household chores that need to happen before I leave for market in 2 days. Market is not for another week and change, but I am flying the weekend before market. I'm flying to Chicago to visit my best friend, and then I'll be in Louisville, Kentucky, and working remotely for my other job from there before market. So I leave for market really soon, which is making me feel very. So I thought instead of doing any of the things that I should be doing to prepare for that, I would just hang out with you and we can talk cross stitch instead. Does that sound good? Great. If you're new, hi, I'm Abby. I have an online cross stitch store called TopKnot Stitcher Shop. I love Nashville Needlework Market Weekend, which is coming up the first weekend of March. I cannot wait. I'm so excited it is here. I get to see beautiful cross stitch. I get to buy beautiful cross stitch charts and fabrics and flosses and more for you all, and then get it sent out in the mail to your stash piles and your whip piles and your finish piles eventually. So I'm here to help you. And I thought we would just take a look at what's available for pre-order. I've done a couple of these videos already. We have many, many, many more charts to go. So we're gonna try to jump into everything. I went from maybe I'll show you a few things to why don't we just look at everything? So some things we're gonna talk about more than others, and that's fine. Everything that we're going to look at today, you can find for pre-order at topknotstitcher.com/market24. If you would like to pre-order, thank you so much. I super appreciate your support of my online cross-stitch shop. You don't have to pre-order. Most of these items will be available after market, some of them forever. Some of them may or may not go out of print eventually. Who knows? We don't know the future. But they're not going to necessarily be hard to find or impossible to find. So don't panic that this is your only chance to buy these. It is just your only chance to enjoy the mega hype excitement of market season and get all your new starts ready to go. So won't you join me? If you're new here as well, let me tell you real quick, if you've already placed a market pre-order with me, thank you so much. If you place multiple orders, I'll be sending your extra shipping as store credit after market, so you'll end up only paying shipping once. I charge $5 flat rate shipping for the US, so you'll pay only $5. Pretty cool. And you can do that for all orders placed through February 28th. And then after that, I'll combine it where I can, just depending on volume and what's going on in the state of my sister's house where I ship all the orders from after market. We'll see how all that goes. But the good news is basically everything that's going to be listed for pre-order is up in the shop. So let's go take a look. Let's first take a sip of coffee and a detour as we do to talk about the mug. This is an Ember mug. Ember. It is a smart mug. This was my market prize for myself last year. I started this, I think, with the first needlework expo, maybe the second, maybe the one where I exhibited, I'm not sure, but basically having like a fun reward to treat myself to at the end of a successful show. That was when I bought my DMC chest. Last market, I decided my market price was this mug for all of the heart, a little reward on top of all the cross stitch amazingness, but a little reward for my hard work and successful market shopping experience for you all. I have not decided what my market price will be this year. It might be more stitching related. It might be more fun toy related. It's not a toy, it's a tool. Because this mug, I'll put a link below. It may or may not be a referral link if that exists. I don't know. I think I've also heard you can get these at Costco or Sam's Club or somewhere. It's an Ember mug. That's the brand. It is a smart mug. It comes with a little coaster that you plug in, and that keeps it charged, but the battery lasts I think this one lasts about 90 minutes, maybe depending on how hot you want it. It keeps your coffee or your hot beverage of choice at your preferred temperature. It's amazing because, especially having ADHD, I'll go to take a sip of coffee and then I will not take another sip for 30 minutes, and then my coffee's cold and I'm super sad, and I go and reheat it and I take a couple sips, and then the process just repeats itself forever, and it makes me really sad. But now coffee's the perfect temperature. I can drink my coffee all morning until I make myself switch to decaf tea or caffeinated tea. It's the best. Many colors available, a couple different sizes available. They also have travel mugs, which I work from home, so I have a kitchen, 20 feet away from me. but that is too far. And again, the problem is that I will leave a cup on my desk and it gets cold before I remember to drink it. So this solves all the problems. Let's stop talking about it. Let's start talking cross stitch, shall we? If you have a suggestion for a fun market prize for this year, let me know. Usually I'm waiting to be inspired. I'm pretty sure it'll happen. Honestly, it might just be like treating myself and my sister to a massage after market weekend because it's a lot of work. Okay, let's talk cross stitch. Um, we left off last time, we had just looked at Bendy Stitchy's new releases. We are going to talk about Tempting Tangles next. So Tempting Tangles is not exhibiting themselves, but they are distributed by Dinky Dyes, who will be there. And they have several brand new releases and also like recent releases that I just haven't seen in the shop yet. But what I love about Tempting Tangles is they typically design with Dinky Dye silks, and you can get a silk pack as well. What I don't love about Tempting Tangles is there is not an abundance of quality photos available. So we're going to make do with some blurrier photos. But it is what it is. This is Christmas Baubles. Adorable. What I do really appreciate about this, appreciate is you could stitch all of these in this lovely little 3x3 square, or you could pick just 4 and do a mini version, or just 1 and have a cute little ornament, because they're all just like individual little tiles. I think that's super cute. I think I'm trying to pick which one is my favorite. It's either this pink stripy one or this blue. He looks like he has beads. So the chart as well as the thread pack are available. It does look like I have sold out of what I've pre-ordered, but we can get more. Don't worry. And we are actually going to, I added some more Tempting Tangles after this, after I put up Tempting Tangles in 2 batches. So we're going to take a look over here. This is one of their definite brand new releases, Poppies for Remembrance. Poppies mark our place, which is beautiful. And oh, I don't have a picture of the thread pack, but the thread pack uses 8 colors of Dinky Dyes. And I talked about this in the last video, but if you've never used Dinky Dyes, you are in for a treat. They are so silky smooth and luscious, but also affordable, and I'm a big fan. This is another new release from Tempting Tangles called Perseverance. Perseverance is still king. Time its sure reward will bring. Ah, look at this funky little peacock, or whatever he is. Emu? Ostrich? I don't know, but I want to stitch just that. Oh, that's fun. It's a fun font too. And so again, stitched in 8 colors of Dinky Dyes. And I'm confident that all these patterns have a DMC conversion to go with it as well. Oh, this is another one. This is so sweet. A little stitching angel. How cute is that? And the little like scissors to go with it. And her little embroidery hoop. And we're just full of classic like stitchy motifs. Her little halo. You could change her hair color. She's got some curly hair. I wonder what she would look like with a top knot and a halo around the top knot or above the top knot. I think all cross stitch featuring women's hairstyles should feature top knots, or men's hairstyles. Okay, for our Canadian stitchers out there, we have this fun maple leaf maze. So it's stitched in, why can't I talk? You have 2 colorways. The chart comes with both, and then you get enough thread to stitch either. Super cute, super fun. All right, this is another recent Tempting Tangles release. This is Dream. I dream of stitching and then I stitch my dreams. How sweet is that? And look at all these fun little Quakery niblets. Look at that pumpkin. It's just fun and colorful. It uses 9 different skeins, colors of Dinky Dyes. Ooh! Or not, maybe not 9 different colors. It looks like it uses 7 colors, but a couple of them you need extras of. It's a pretty palette. Oh, we skipped a row. So let's look at Eek, it's Frank. So cute. Again, black cats for Halloween. Where are the orange cats? But look how fun those little cauldron bubbles are. I will add some thread packs for this one. Super cute. And again, you could stitch just a couple. You could stitch all of them. You could stitch them in a little, like a row of 3 and have a little pillow or a little small, or a column of 3 if you wanted. Okay, and then I also really enjoyed this one. This is Gardener's Menagerie. Again, we'll get some threads. But look at, like, you got this little badger, you got this cute little fox just prancing along. We have this little pig of some kind. I don't know what these guys are, but there's a little mouse on the Adirondack tree. There's just, you're full of creatures. And a little garden cottage and these beautiful sunflowers. That is lovely. I like this stripy tree. And a little owl. Oh, I love designs like this where there's just so many fun little elements that, excuse me, you'll find some while you're looking at just the design, but then to like discover them as you're stitching them. Oh, so fun. Okay, so that is Tempting Tangles. Let's talk about Erin Elizabeth designs. Erin Elizabeth is also distributed by Dinky Dyes. She has several new patterns, many of which use Dinky Dye silk, so there's also thread packs available. If you didn't know, Erin Elizabeth is the sister of Shannon Christine, which makes sense. They have there's definitely like a similar aesthetic going on all in the family, and I'm excited for it. So I have a few Erin Elizabeth designs in stock right now. I may or may not have any Shannon Christine in stock right now, but let's check out what's coming to market. Erin Elizabeth is someone you might be familiar. This is like what her charts look like. This might look a little more familiar. She often has releases that have just the mock-up on the design. But if you follow her Instagram, you can check out the beautiful finishes of many of them. And like, look how pretty those colors are. The fun thing about this pattern though is you could stitch it so easily in any color. It's a little peace, love, and joy. And I love being able to see how it looks stitched as 3 little individual smalls like this, or how she has it on the cover of having them all 3 together as a little band sampler. And you can even squish them together more than that if you wanted. So pretty. So that's the Words of Holly Hill. We're gonna scroll. Out of cats. There it is. We're going to scroll to find the Church on Holly Hill, which I think has some of the same, but also some more colors. Yeah, so this adds a couple more colors, which means if you buy this thread pack, you could probably stitch both designs because they're small. But this is the Church on Holly Hill. Look how sweet it is. It's like a beautiful little Christmassy church. I wish my church building looked like that. It's like so picture perfect. And like, who would have thought of having these like red and green little Quakery snowflakes? But it looks perfect. Perfect, I tell ya. Okay, so those are the 2 Holly Hill designs. Let's take a look at Winterberry Trio. This is another one where she shows you all stitched together or finished as individual little smalls. It's so cute. I love these sheep. A sheep, 2 sheep, a little sled, and a goose. I want to stitch that so badly. Oh, I ran out of those threads too. I'll add more. Don't worry. And then you have a cute little Christmas house and a cute little snowman with a dog. That has to be a dog. I don't know why I said that with such a question mark. But again, I love designs like this because, yeah, I maybe don't want to stitch a snowman in a house, but I definitely want to stitch this cute little sled scene. Like, did those sheep go sledding and they crashed and now they're all embarrassed and the goose is laughing at them? That's the story in my mind, and I enjoy it a lot. And then, so that's the Winterberry Trio, but there's also a little spring trio called Spring Blooms. And so we have Love Grows Here, Live Life in Bloom, and a cute little spring cottage. But again, you could stitch them all together or just stitch 2 of them. Super cute. And then does she show us? So it's got look at that palette of threads. Don't you just want to stitch everything in Dinky Dyes? Because that's how I feel. If you haven't tried Nikki Dyes, I don't have a lot in my shop. I was carrying it. I decided to kind of scale back some of my threads for now. So I have Dinky Dyes grab bags in the shop. They're too far away, or I would grab one to show you, but it's 5 random skeins of Dinky Dyes floss. And normally 5 skeins of floss would cost $25, but my grab bags are only 20, and they might even, okay, I was gonna say they might even be on sale more than that, but only 20, so you're saving $1 a skein. And I tried to pick out colors where they at least, like, they're random groupings, but I tried to pick ones where like they kind of go together, or at least like a couple go together and a few go together. You know what I mean? Like I didn't curate palettes, but try not to give them like totally random. And if you buy more than one set, I will try as best as possible to not give you duplicates or not give you too many duplicates. So if you're looking to try them out. I will say though, I leave for market in 2 days. So if you're placing a market pre-order and you want to order anything that is non-market, do so now before I leave so I can bring it with me and mail it with your goodies and not delay your shipment. Okay, moving on. We have another beautiful spring design from Erin Elizabeth. This is Blooming Vase. It's just so pretty. And it's stitched in just 3 colors. Oh, that's not a good picture. That's a good picture. Oh, I love that. And I don't have a lot of the chart information for these, other than sometimes stitch count is available. But that looks like it's vintage country mocha, or would look good on any neutral or any color. Okay, this has been a super popular one from Erin Elizabeth. This is American Flag, and it's stitched using just 2 colors of floss, red and blue. But look how fun that is. Now, I don't know where the other 8 stripes went, but you got 5 beautiful stripes. Actually, no, I guess we're just missing a couple stripes. Oh, that's embarrassing. Oh, very good, American. Okay, so this is 9 stripes instead of 13 stripes. So we're only missing 4 stripes. Just forget I said any of that. Okay, it's pretty. That's the point. And then there's another, oh, maybe there's not. I don't think I listed it. Okay, then we have Baking Tier, and this is one where she just posted on her Instagram what it looks like stitched up. Look at that. Look at that little whisk, the little oven mitt. Oh, I love it. It's very like mid-century modern kitchen palette kind of thing. The teal. Ooh, yes, yes, yes. So she has a whole line of these tier designs. Stitchy tier has obviously been very popular as well. Got your little tomato pin cushion, your various threads and buttons and things, and of course a little sewing machine. Now this is kind of funny because that means you have a pair of scissors bigger than your sewing machine. Can you imagine? Or that's just a very tiny sewing machine. But either way, it's super cute. So we have the stitchy tier, and then my favorite is the cat tier. I'll add some more, don't worry. But here's our orange cat count. I don't know what our number is, but it's another orange cat, so we are happy. The poor little bird in a cage. And then just like a whole bunch of cat hanging out with their favorite toys, boxes. You gotta have a cardboard box with cats, obviously. A plant to knock over, a fish to torment, a ball of string, all the classics. So cute. And then this has been my other super popular design from Erin Elizabeth. This is Pumpkin Lane Sampler. Look how pretty that is. Like the palette of colors. That's not a great picture to show you, but this luckily is. Look how beautiful that is. Oh, it makes me ready for fall. I don't have all of the Erin Elizabeth designs on my website because she is quite a prolific catalog for being a fairly new designer. But if there's anything from her back catalog that you're hoping to get, let me know and I can pick it up at Market or get it ordered for you. No problem. Let's move on to Autumn Lane Stitchery. He is joining the Overachievers Club with like 10 designs, I believe. Maybe, no, it wasn't 10. It's like 13. I think it's 13. I don't know. It's a lot. That's the point. And it's a lot of Christmas and it's a lot of Halloween, and I'm here for all of it. This is Whimsical Winter, cute little snowman topped with an owl, extraordinary. I don't think he provided a lot of information about materials to shops, but I do know that he has used a lot of Be Stitch Me linen recently. So I bet some of these are on Be Stitch Me. This is Hilda the Garden Witch. Look at her pumpkin cauldron. Are you kidding? Also, a little mouse hole, perhaps. Hilda has a sister, Matilda, who maybe I'm sold out of. That's why she's not showing up. Matilda. No, not sold out. Okay, this is Matilda the Pumpkin Witch. Then we have Hilda the Garden Witch. Adorable. All right, let's take a step into Christmas with To All a Good Night. This is a beautiful little wintry scene. I love, it's almost like a secret Santa, like just a whisper of a Santa, right? Okay, let's stay in Christmas for a moment. This is maybe my favorite from the Autumn Lane releases. This is Jolly Trio. You get all three of these cute little ornaments. This little cat in the window wearing a sweater. Obviously, I would change it to an orange cat, and obviously I would add some stitches to his tail so it's floofier. But it's just so cute. And you get a Santa and a fox as well. Adorable. All right, back to fall. We have Falling Leaves and Coffee, Please. Did they have, I think they have a Thanksgiving one. I'm going to take a quick little scroll through the archives here. Maybe I don't have it anymore. I think they had another like something in Coffee, Please. I forget. It doesn't matter. All right. Ooh, I gotta add some more of this. So we have Snow Days. Adorable little wintry scene there with our ice skaters and Coco and cardinals and mittens and sleds. Oh, made me chilly to look at. Okay, and it kind of goes like a nice companion piece to this Christmas cheer design. Cute. I love seeing like designs that are really, really well suited for a true like hoop finish like this because it doesn't take super fancy framing. You can have a really cute little hoop finish for a beautiful design. All right, and then we have this lovely spring vibes pattern. This is Welcome to Our Home. Adorable. Oh, look how it's framed with a little, or not really framed, mounted, I guess, finished with a little key. That's so cute. And then we have Winter Friends. Look at that little snowman. Look at his smile. And I love how the negative space there shows off the fabric. I don't know what that fabric that is, but it adds a fun little texture element. All right, and then we're going to get into some Halloween goodness. So we have Good Witch, Bad Witch. Amazing. Amazing. That's all I have to say. We have Spooky Stroll. I will add some more of these. This cute little pumpkin man off for a little spooky stroll. He's got a little ghost friend and bats. Spooky bats. This is one of my other favorites from them. This is Ghost Town. They have an Autumn Town or Autumn Village. I forget. That's like, you know, hillside town, beautiful, whatever. But this is the best because it's full of little ghosties. I like that ghost with his witch hat. I like that little vampire ghost, a little Grim Reaper ghost, a little Frank ghost. My goodness, you got them all. And cats aplenty. Black cats, but I'll allow it. And then this is a long-awaited pattern. This was an exclusive for their Halloween box last year, I think, Tonight We Ride, and you can now get it. And this is on a Bestitch Me pumpkin patch, I think is the name, linen. It's pretty cool. Okay, so that's it from Autumn Lane. I'm going to make a note to add some of those that are sold out. And now we go into Luminous Fiber Arts. She has for us two patriotic releases. We have American Eagle Coverlet, which I think is stitched on fiber on a whim. Yes, cappuccino. Really beautiful. And then she also has another one of these. I forget what she calls them, but there's a whole series. Um, there's this patriotic, is it a stack? Seasonal trio. Okay. This is Liberty, Glory, Unity. I think also stitched on fiber on a whim, milk and honey. There is a Sneaky Spooky Spells Halloween one. There's a like Jingle Jolly Joy Christmas one, and Hop Peep Leap for Easter. I'm really proud of myself that I remembered all of those. I think the only one I have in stock right now is the Easter one, but let me know if you need more. Okay, then we have this Wintergreen Christmas trio. Look how sweet these are. Look at that little reindeer, his little halter. Oh, I love it. What is this stitched on? Okay, so Luminous Fiber Arts, she does hand-dyed linen. She does not sell it in large quantities, and she does not sell it to shops. So she always provides alternate fabric color suggestions. But that's really beautiful. Okay, then we have Santa Stack. Look at him just like boop, pirouette on a reindeer. Not quite a pirouette, but you get it. And he's so happy. And his giant candy cane and his stack of presents. Get it? This is a stack, and that's a stack. Okay. We love it. All right, I love what Misty does with monochromatic designs. So this is Autumn's Acorns, and she said she had trouble picking the color, so she had her model stitcher, or she stitched one, her model stitcher stitched one. I don't know. Do it twice. So there it is in a deep, deep, deep brown versus a nice deep orange. Let's see, what colors did she use? Belsois Sonoran Sunset or a Threadworks Dark Chocolate. Ooh. But again, this is where you can really like pull from your stash and see what color. I can't decide which one I like more. I think I like this black one, and I know it's not black, but I think I like this one more just because I love how it is paired with the frame. But it's also cool to see framed little pillow. We could do a little flat fold, so many options. And then we have the next in her Gathering series. So this is Gathering Violets. And she has several others. We'll take a look in a moment. These are all stitched in Belsois silks. I don't have those in my shop, but I have lots of other beautiful purples if you're interested. I think it's finished with the Lady Dot Creates ribbon, which I might have added that one to my last order. I'll have to see. But let's take a look at the rest of the Gathering series because she's released one. I think every market that I've been to, she's released one. Pretty sure. So we have Gathering Honey, which is beautiful. Gathering, oh, there we can see more of them, but that's Gathering Stitches. That one came out last year. I think that's my favorite. We love a stitchy themed design. And then we also have, well, there's Gathering Honey. We have Gathering Berries. Can you get a closer look? Sort of. Gathering Berries, Gathering Clover, Gathering Honey, Gathering Acorns, and Gathering Snowflakes. So that means there are now 7 in this collection. And they're really fun to see all displayed together. She always has like a dough bowl of all of them at market. But it'd be fun too to like, obviously some of them are more seasonal. But you could pair like like the berries, the clover, the violets would all pair together really well for spring, and like honey for summer, autumn. I guess Misty, we need more of them, I think, because maybe we need like a Gathering Pumpkins to go with this one, or Gathering Corn. I don't know why corn came to mind, but Gathering Corn, Gathering Holly to go with our snowflakes. There's a lot of potential here. Okay, let's go back to where we were. Oh, it has started raining. Okay, next we're going to talk about Stitchy Prose. I'm going to come back to these. Let's jump to her patterns. So Stitchy Prose Holly has 4 designs, but a fifth one that will be revealed at market. So watch my shop. I will get that picked up for you as well. And Holly and her husband Hunter make some really cool custom accessories to go with designs. So for this bell pull design, Blooming Forever, I'm sure this is a poem that she wrote because she is Stitchy Prose, which I guess shouldn't it be Stitchy Poem? Holly, whatever. In the garden of time, our bond will never sever. Mother, daughter, love, blooming forever. Oh, what a perfect Mother's Day stitch coming up. And it's designed to be a bell pull. And so she has some custom bell pull hardware for you. This is an acrylic bell pull set. And you can see the little flowers, right? It goes with the design very, very well. So I have all of that available for pre-order. She did a Halloween bell pull last year, or last, I guess, for Marketplace in the fall, in the summer, in August, whenever that was. That was a Stitchy Witchy bell pull and had like a cool little spooky scroll bell pull hanger. So I think it's super cool to see. Boom, you can also do it in pink and flowers. If you didn't want to do a full bell pull, like you could take off, as pretty as it is, take off the top and bottom and just have like a little long skinny piece, or just stitch it like this, long and skinny. I don't know. Okay, then we have more puns. Holly has several pun duos like this, where you get two patterns. There's Christmas, there's autumn, there's Thanksgiving, there's a Halloween one. Yes, there's a Halloween. I forget what else there might be, but new for market, we have Easter and we have Be Hoppy. Get it? And to die for. Ah! They're so cute and colorful and happy. I love it. So you get both of those patterns. I wonder what they're finished with. Yes, Lady Dot, of course. Velveteen in Caribe. How do you say it? I don't know. Okay, and then she's got two patterns that use cottage garden threads. So first we have Outnumber the Shamrocks. Again, pretty sure this is a poem that she wrote, maybe. May your blessings outnumber the shamrocks that grow, and may trouble avoid you wherever you go. Oh, it's beautiful. So we have the chart. We also have the cottage garden thread pack of the 5 colors needed. I have some of those on their way from Australia. Beautiful, beautiful. And then she has another design with cottage garden threads called Cardinal's Promise. When you see a cardinal, know this promise is true. I am never far away and am always here with you. Oh, it's so beautiful. And we have the thread pack for that as well. I think both of them use pickle. Is that not? Uh-oh. No, it's because I have the wrong photo. Okay, I'll go fix that. That viola, that's correct for that one. Okay, so that's the wrong thread pack. I'll get that fixed. Don't you even worry. This is also stitched on Winter's Wishes linen from Fabrics by Stephanie. I'm not taking pre-orders for most fabric, but I will be getting fabric. So if you would like to add your name to my list for some Winter's Wishes linen from Fabrics by Stephanie, send me a message and I will get it for you if I can. Okay, there's one more thing from, oh, not, well, there's a couple more things from Stitchy Pro. So let's just go over here to her page. Okay, because she has, in addition to the bell pull, excuse me, in addition to the bell pull, she has a few other accessories. So for the cardinal pattern, she also has this cool cardinal thread keep and a cardinal needle minder. I think this is really cool. For the spring pattern, she's got a bunny needle minder. How cute is that? And then the shamrock one, we have a shamrock needle minder. I love it. That's the other bell pull. Ooh, yeah. And then she also has this really cool new tool. I got to see the prototype of this last year at Market, and it was awesome. This is the Cross Stitch Buddy Ultimate. So it is a clear acrylic, fancy looking ruler, right? So let me grab my cutting ruler real quick. Um, this is 18 inches. The Cross Stitch Buddy Ultimate is like 17.5 inches. It has a 17-inch ruler on it. So it is about this big. But it has everything that you need because in addition to the ruler, it has for you these little notches along the side. Um, this is for your like to it's a floss winder, so you can wrap your floss around it. You wrap your floss around like this little one, and then you cut it, and you get 18-inch lengths of thread to stitch with because that's 9 inches across. And same for 24 and 36. So you can what am I saying? I love that you have the options because we've seen like really nice handmade floss winders where you again, you're wrapping your floss around it and then you're making one cut and your whole skein of DMC or whatever thread is then in your preferred length of shortcuts. A lot of times, overdyed threads will either come in a continuous length or they'll come in 1 yard cuts, but maybe you don't like 1 yard cuts. Maybe you like 18-inch cuts or 24-inch cuts, and here you go. You can have whatever you want. Obviously, this would only apply to the threads that you can get them in continuous lengths, but instead of like you pull it off as you go, it just shoop, 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 and then they're all the same. It took me a while to understand why it was so great, but it is really great. Okay, so there's that. There's also, it gives you a little guide of what count of fabric is best with what type of needle, which is handy, unless you're a needle heathen like me and you just try a bunch out until one feels right. You have a corner gauge, so you can just, help place your corner starts. You have this I'm really excited about because I have a little tiny flimsy plastic card that has this kind of feature and I lose it constantly. But this is so you can tell, like you can figure out what count of fabric you are working with. So basically you are going to count the stitches in 1 inch and it's going to I'm sorry, I'm visualizing how the other one works. But essentially, this, you can just kind of line it up and be able to tell, okay, like here's an inch worth of stitching. Is it 14 stitches, 14 holes? Great, it's 14 count. Is it 28 holes? It's 28 count, etc. So if you get a piece of fabric and you're not quite sure, or you want to, like you lose the label, or you're like, this seems like maybe it shrunk in the dyeing process, it's a little bit smaller, I want to be sure, boom, you can figure it out. And then it also gives you this handy little guide for, calculating the stitch size and how much space you need for framing. So you have a little cheat sheet and then also recommended like strands of floss for different counts of fabric and over 1, over 2, etc. So it does all that and it has this magic to it where it will show up on both light and dark fabric. I don't understand this, but this is the same piece, the same thing. I don't know. So I guess it's like all the black text that you're seeing on this one is actually outlined in white, so it will also show up no matter what color fabric you're using. Witchcraft. So it's an investment for your stash because it also is expensive to ship. So I will be definitely stocking up on these for the retreats that I'll be vending at this year, which is a little retreat in Sacramento no, it's in Sacramento. And then I'll be at Stitch West in Salt Lake City this fall. So I'll definitely have some because I think it's the kind of thing like it's this size, right? And it's the kind of thing that you kind of need to like see it to believe it. It's really cool. That's all I'm gonna say. So I do have them. They'll be a little bit cheaper when I'm able to sell them in person and not have to ship them because this requires large packaging and specialty packaging. Okay, moving on. That was Stitchy Prose. She'll have one more for us. I can't wait to see it because she is a genius. Let's talk about Manny DiDonna. She has a new little seasonal set. I'm going to go to this picture. There's a corrected spelling version of this. I have not uploaded the photo, but you get this free design if you want to stitch them all together, or you can stitch them as 4 individual pillows, or you can just pick your favorite one. So we have American seasons, autumn, winter, spring, and summer. You know the seasons. Very Americana, very fun. So those are all sold as separate charts, but again, interesting. The border you can get from her website, or the frame, I guess. And then we also have this little memories from Nantucket. Look at that little whale. Super cute. And then we have Flag Farm. Adorable little sunflowers, a little barn. She has another seasonal design, and this one you get all 4 seasons. We don't have a better picture. There they are in a cute little stack from the other side, and then a view from the top of sorts. So you get all 4 seasons together in one chart. And then we've got some fun little accessories and things and sewing boxes in 3D. She does cool stuff. So this is a whole little sewing box. I need to add the picture of the front of the chart. Whoops. But you can get the chart, or you can add the accessory pack, which comes with the little fob, pins, tags, waxer. That doesn't seem correct. Oh, this goes with a different thing. Okay, whoops. You can get this accessory pack that has the little sheep waxer, the pins, the tag, etc., but not the chart. They are sold separately. So boom, then you can make this. Look at that cute little sheep chart. This, I'm assuming, is actually something that goes with the Flag Farm, and I need to add it differently. Or it goes with this. Oh, it goes with this. Okay. Oh, I solved it. Okay. So then we also have the Barn in the Sun sewing box. So you get this cute little set of patterns. You can open up this little, so it's not really a box. I mean, it is, but it's more of like a little booklet. And then boom, you've got a place to put your threads and stuff. So it's just the chart, and then you can get the fob and 2 pins to go with it as well. All right, and then she has another sewing box, actual sewing box this time, pattern. So this is the pattern for this fun little 3D box. I think this box with a drawer, I forget who makes these. They're available somewhere. Sorry, I don't remember right now. But you get a cute little pin cushion and everything, and you get like finishing instructions. And that's Mandy Donna. Let's talk about October House, because she's got a lot of cool stuff. She also has a mystery design that's not coming out until market, or not like being shown, revealed until market weekend. But first we have Americana Blue. This is a companion to, you guessed it, Americana Red. So this came out, I think, last year. And I'm sold out of it, but I'm going to restock at market. So you can still get one. Beautiful. I think you need like 5 skeins of thread for it. So it's a little picture, but it's not a little piece. And then we have another in her Skinny Mini series. So this is the Queen Bee. And the idea for these is that it's only like 2 inches wide, high. So you can finish it using a jelly roll strip of fabric for the finishing on the back to make a cute little pillow. But the fun thing with this one in particular is that she has a separate design called Pollinator's Garden, which is not exactly one of the Skinny Minis, but is sort of, because you could still finish it as a long, skinny little pillow. But it's this cute little garden design. And if you get both charts, you can make this. And so it's just half of the Pollinator's Garden, and then the Queen Bee design, and then the other half of the Pollinator's Garden. How cute is that? And how cute is it on that fabric? I don't know. Dove linen. Okay. But look how cute that Pollinator's Garden looks on like a nice light greenish. That's real fun. If you're not familiar with the Skinny Mini series, let's take a quick look, because we have Pumpkin Row, super cute. We also have its friend Tomato Row, super cute. And then previously we got Snip Snip, little row of scissors, and the Itch to Stitch. Adorable. And those, I'm sure, stitch up so fast. Okay, we already looked at Pollinator's Garden. Then we have the next in the Fair series. I think this might be the last one, she said, but I'm still holding out hope that there's going to be more. This is Vineyard Fair. I think it's going to be required stitching for me living in wine country. I also like, I don't know, I just feel like there's not enough good grape designs out there, or they just like look dated and weird too easily. But this one is really pretty and light and fun. So we have Vineyard Fair. Um, Most recently, she released Pumpkin Fair. I'm excited to see this stitched up in person because I think it's my favorite other than the Vineyard Fair, which I feel obligated to say is my favorite. And then there's also Strawberry Fair and my other favorite, Honey Fair. I think Strawberry Fair was the first one, and she didn't intend it to be a series, but it was so well loved. And then she busted out a whole bunch more of them. Amazing. All right, let's talk about Liz Matthews because she's coming in hot with like 6, 7 designs, something ridiculous. I don't even know. I love this one a lot. This is You've Got the Love. Comes with both of these patterns. This is just showing you, stitched in FFO differently. So sweet. A nice little monochromatic design. Would be so easy to pair any floss and fabric in your stash and have it look adorable. Then there is the Remember Me sampler in tree. So you get both of these designs and you can stitch one or both. I would always pick the tree. When this you see, remember me, or with this you see, remember me, excuse me. And I think, is this the one that's stitched? No, this is just stitched on Vintage Country Mocha. Okay. Using, just like her mom, she uses MPI silks for everything, which is just not in the budget, but she provides DMC conversions and it looks just as good. This is a little cottontail. I love him. I love seeing him stitched in 2 different colorways. So this colorful one is stitched on malachite linen, which is one of the new colors from Fiber on a Whim. And I love the effect of those flowers on his little body. And then the fun little around him. And then she also has this nice little blue bunny, which is stitched on one more reproduction from Be Stitch Me in a couple different blues. And it's just so sweet. And then like you can see how it looks, again, stitched slightly differently, different colors, finished in different ways, both adorable and beautiful. Okay, she stitched them on 56 count. 56 count. That's ridiculous. No wonder he's so small. Okay, let's move on. Here we have the 10th day of Christmas sampler and tree. So this is 10 out of 12 days of Christmas, obviously. I love what she did with Lords a Leaping instead of having like weird fancy lords and like what? We have Santa, the ultimate Lord of Christmas, other than like our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. But you can't really have a baby dancing around, right? So we got to go with Santa. Oh boy. Okay. Santa's tree here is stitched on one of the other new colors from Fiber on a Whim, Sapphire. It's beautiful. And then she's been doing all of the samplers are stitched on the same fabric, which is Fog from Picture This Plus. And she does note that if you're stitching them on Fog, because she wanted the like they use the same colors. It's the same colorway, 2 different fabrics, but she didn't want to change the threads. So it's the same threads. You might want to change a couple of the colors if you're stitching it on the lighter fabric like that. I love it. We had 9th Day of Christmas came out most recently. Oh, here you can see a couple others. This whole series has been super fun. So then what is it? 11 Pipers Piping is next. Can't wait. All right, this is also on Sapphire from Fiber on a Whim. This is A Buzz at Midnight. It is beautiful. I cannot believe the detail and the effect that you get in that little bee skep, the little bees, the flowers, just everything is perfect. This is a perfect piece. She did it. Congratulations, Liz. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to stitch it. And it's only 129 by 125. I mean, that's some pretty dense stitching, so but still. Okay. And then we also have Spring House, which is a follow-up to Pumpkin House. But these are super cool because they are stitched on two different colors of fabric to create that effect. So you have, I think this is Night Sky from Fiber on a Whim for the night background of this cute little spring house with a cute little cat who should be orange. And I will give Liz a hard time. She needs to design something with an orange cat already. But like, what glorious flowers. Oh, amazing. Amazing. And then the garden down here, I believe, is cypress. Am I right? Yes. From Fiber on a Whim. And so you get the fun effect of having the two different backgrounds, and you just stitch it on two different colors and you put them together. Amazing. Let's take a quick look at Pumpkin House, where she did the same thing. Oh, again, okay, Liz, I need an orange cat, please. They can't all be black cats. I don't think you even have a cat, so you should not be attached to a certain color other than orange because they're the best. This is in Haunted, Picture This Plus, and Beige linen from Weeks Dye Works. So with this, you can pick whatever two colors you want, or you could stitch it all in one color. It would still look pretty cool. You just have to make sure that they are the same count of fabric. Otherwise, they're going to be off, and we don't want that because it looks so cool. Okay, I think we already looked at this Spring Quaker, so we're going to skip it, but that's Primrose Cottage. Let's talk about Ardith Design. Ardith Designs, Amanda May. She had like 10 new releases. We have Old Town Winter Wonders. So cute. And the little beads for the little holly berries. Are you kidding? We have Sugar and Spice and Everything Nice, which is just so sweet and light and fun. We have this fun little 3D ornament. Excuse me. Oh dear ornament. I love his little peppermint button. And I love the little, like, how she did the backstitching on that. It makes it so three-dimensional. And he's also got beads for some texture. He almost looks like an iced gingerbread cookie. Very fun. We have this fun little boy, Floral Guitar. And this is stitched on, I think it's a Grace Notes fabric. But it would also look really good on Orchid from Be Stitch Me, which I still have a few pieces of. It's just such a nice, fun, bright purple color. Oh, that makes me happy. Okay, this might be my favorite from hers, actually. Sorry, dear ornament. This is Skeleton Picnic. Just enjoying a little picnic in the cemetery. Ooh, and this is stitched on, this is a printed Witchelt linen. It's like gray with silver sparkle. It's what my Moon series is on. And it's available in 32 count linen or 20 count Nita. Pretty fun. Here we have the Disco Chicks. Look at those cute little rockin' chickens. I think that's my favorite with the rainbow. Amanda May's room is like color central. It is one of the happiest places at Market, and I cannot wait to go inside. This is Resilient, stitched in just one color, and that color is Garnet from Romy's Creations. I don't have that listed individually, but there is a finishing pack for a Romy's freebie design, and it includes 2 skeins of floss, including Garnet, so you'd have enough to stitch both, which would be pretty cool. But any cool overdyed red or any color would be beautiful for that. All right, let's keep going. Pun ponies. So we have Rosé, Merlot, and Chardonnay. So Rosé here is wearing his rose blanket, and Merlot's got his little purple blanket, and then Chardonnay. Again, required stitching, I think, for anyone living in wine country like me. I like that rosé one a lot. Except, here's the thing. Rosé grapes are not red. So, I don't know about that, but it's still pretty. And then we have this cute little vampire snowman. He looks a little worried. And I love him. Frostbite. Doesn't he look like a vampire? He doesn't have to be. He could just be a snowman, but he looks like a vampire. He's got a very octagonal head, and I love him. And his little top knot. Top hat. And this is stitched on the same purple fabric as that other one. This is Skipjack Sampler, and it is so cute for the sailors in your life. All right, this is another pretty fun one. Fun death. I don't know. Fun is the wrong word, but it's such a pretty design. Angel tombstone. Like, look how cool an effect you get in that grass. And I wonder, she probably says somewhere, but I haven't put it here. This wooden piece, I'm guessing, is something, maybe you can just get at the craft store. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. And then last from artist, we have gingerbread birds, which is also really pretty. It's like this cool little folk art type design. Oh, I can't wait to go in her room. It's going to be so colorful and fun. All right, next up we have the Elegant Thread. This is another little hedgehog design living on the hedge. He's cute on his little scooter. And then we have a little peacock petite, cute little peacock design. Or you can go full peacock with this peacock sampler. Look how pretty. That is lovely. And then coming from the Elegant Thread, we also have the last Sajou tin. I don't have a full picture of the tin, but that's a little preview. So these are really cool little, do I have them? Okay, they're a little bit buried, or I would show you one. I should show you one anyway, actually, because it's going to be worth it. But they're these really cool little tins called Click Clack tins. Oh yeah, okay. So it's a set of 4. This is the 4th one. They're like limited special collectible Sajou tins from Paris. This is crinkly, I'm sorry. But there's a set of 4. And the tin, so there's this red one with Sajou, and there's a blue version of this. And then there's one with a Marie Antoinette design on the front. And then each one comes with a pattern. So that's the pattern that you can see here at the Eiffel Tower. So you get the pattern inside of the tin. You don't get materials, like you don't get the linen or floss. And she uses fancy stuff like soie d'Alger. It's gotta be French and cool. But you get the pattern, and then you get this cool little tin, and look at this. And then it opens, boop. And it does have, so my pattern is folded up nice and small. It is felt lined, so it's a nice little tin for storing your little stitchy treasures. And then this goes back on, and then you like pinch the edges together. It's so satisfying. So the 4th one with the Eiffel Tower is coming out at Market. And then I think I have 2 of the 3 in stock now, but I'll stock up at Market. So if you want any of them, this is the time to order, because I probably will not be restocking them after this event. So now's your chance. Okay, we already looked at that guy. Oh, let's talk about the proper stitcher, and then so far these videos have been an hour and 15 minutes, so maybe we'll just continue until it's been an hour and 15 minutes. That seems like a pretty safe journey for us. Let's take a look. This is The Promise of Spring, a reimagined sampler by Annie Turner. Look how pretty those fat little bluebirds are. Are they bluebirds? I don't know. They're cute. That's all I care about. So we have The Promise of Spring. This is a reproduction. This is Flavie, 1866. I don't know how to say that. Maybe I'll learn at Market. Maybe I won't. I don't know. But it's a very fun little red work sampler. I don't think that's considered red work, but it's in red, so I'm going to count it. And then we have Lucky You. Look at her with her little sheep full of clover. Well, basket full of clover. And her little pigtails and her little dress. Ah! Adorable. And then we have The Dance. This is a very big seller right now. It says, a forest full of stars that hang upon the limbs of magic flowing willows dancing in the wind. Oh, and you got willows and bees and, excuse me, some beautiful little stars and a beautiful little blue house. what is that stitched on? Baklava from Grace Notes Fabrics is the linen. All right, and then we have always and always. We love this quote. I must have flowers, always and always, but like I love that little flower basket. That was beautiful. And then my personal favorite from the Proper Stitcher is Ellie's Garden, because TopKnot. You gotta love it. All right, let's talk about Lucy Beam. She has a bunch of new designs. Her daughter, Megan, of Lap and Loops Fabric, will be sharing a room with her. And Lucy Beam does a lot of her name is not Lucy, Becky. Becky Nolan does a lot of her designs on her daughter's fabric, which makes sense. So I won't be listing it for pre-order. I will be getting some. If there's a color or a count that you're really excited about, let me know. But we have several designs from Lucy Beam, including Jane Potts 1854. I love this little bird. Those four-sided stitches. That's specialty stitching I can do. And it is stitched on Jackalope from Lap and Loops. Then we have another sampler, Mary Ann Baker, 1845. It looks like we've got some like little, are those Smyrna crosses? If they're that little, does that count? So again, some fun little specialties. Fun little border. Ooh, cute little bunny. He's a funny little sitting on a chair. I think it's just a plant, but I'm going to consider it a chair. And it's on 36 count small potatoes linen. That's fun. Okay, and then we have Long May You Stitch. Adorable patriotic stitchy combo. You'll love to see it. And that one is on Cream and Sugar from Fiber on a Whim. This one's pretty fun. This is Pumpkin Wreath. Oh, and he's on Split Pea Soup from Lap and Loops. Oh, and then of course we gotta have something nice and fun and sentimental about friendship, because Lucy Beam does that very, very well. This is Friends Are the Flowers of Life. And I'm pretty sure that's Grandpa's shop rag. Yes, she's a genius. That's a Lap and Loops fabric. It's a really fun color. And then we have Tomato Bag. There's a cute story on Becky's Instagram where she's taking care of her mother right now who's in hospice, and her mom apparently just claimed this as her own and said that it was hers, but that Lucy could borrow it. Becky could borrow it. But cute little tomato bag. We love a tomato design. All right, and then Becky has this series of Pray For Me, I'm blank. So Pray For Me, I'm Petty came out some point in the last year, but now we have Stubborn, which is on an Under the Sea Fabrics. We have Pray For Me, I'm Envious with the green flowers. I see what you did there, also from Under the Sea Fabrics. And then Pray For Me, I'm Bitter. And here we have the lemons and also the salt for the bitterness. Also on Tiramisu Opal Linen from Under the Sea. All right, we looked at that one before. Let's talk about Dirty Annie's, shall we? She's funny. She's snarky. She's also very like, got some classic cross stitch mixed in. So she has like 10 designs, 8 designs. I don't know. She's got a lot. There's a lot of people with a lot of designs. I don't know how they've been doing it. So much stitching, so much designing. You'll love to see it. This is The Rooster May Crow, but the Hen Delivers. And then we have this sweet little butterfly. This is called Monarch. Just when the caterpillar thought her life was over, she began to fly. Oh, the colors on that. Gorgeous. And then we have this rose sampler, which is like so ornate. And I love the border, like having those, the flowers in the corners, right? But then the whole way around, we've got border elements in different styles and colors, and then the little like center design. That's so fun. And then Bessie and the Bluebells. Come on. Look at that cow. Well, 2 cows. So that's a cow, a bull, a steer, whatever. Is it? Because she's got horns. But are those udders? I'm confused. Annie, I got some questions for you. So I was going to say that must be Bessie, but I don't know. The little calf could be Bessie. But certainly those are the bluebells. And some butterflies, and I love that border. Okay. This is a pretty silly one. We have Merman Cove. She keeps calling them dad bod mermen. It's pretty fun. And then we step into patriotic. We've got this really funky little house. This is One Nation. Um, and just like, how fun is that? You've got so many colors. You've got so many elements. You've got the letters on the, this looks like it would be so much fun to stitch. And same with this Proverbs 31. She layeth her hands to the spindle, and her hands hold the distaff. And she taught us in the chart or in the description the tool used in spinning, the distaff. But again, this, oh, well, it's not going to help us. Just like the elements in that sheep. This looks a little less fun than the other one, but still fun to stitch. Look at her dress. I want that dress. And then we have Venetian Lion, who is spectacular. And he deserves that gold gilded frame that he is in. My goodness. These are probably my favorites. She has a new Cat Tarot series. So far, Cat Tarot 1 and Cat Tarot 2. This is the High Priestess. A Siamese cat, very deserving, indeed. And then here we can see the Magician is Cat Tarot 1. Orange cat count. And then I don't know who's going to be next, but you can see there's another one coming down the line. Yeah, there's the Magician. All right, let's talk Pedal Pusher, and then maybe we will move on from there because I feel like I'm talking fast to try to get more of them in before we're out of time. But I gotta go start my day, so we'll start the next part of my day. Alrighty, this is Saltbox Fairy Village. Look how cute and colorful and happy and springy this is. I love it. So tiny, tiny little fairy houses in the tulips or whatever those are. I don't know, but they're pretty. And then we have Gilded Pedal Pusher. It's in the name, but she does flowers so well. This is a really pretty. I love this little, I guess it could be a bell pull hanger. I don't know what the hardware is, but it's really pretty. It's really fitting for this. Makes me happy. Okay, then we have Rascals. Cute little bunnies in the carrot patch, causing trouble. This is a companion to Troublemakers, which I just added recently, but came out in the fall, and it is some cute little like crows in the, here it is, these little crows in the pumpkin patch. And the colors on here, I just love them. And same with Rascals. And then this, oops, this piece I think is from Scarlet Sky Designs. I don't have them in my shop, but let me know if you want one, and I can add you to my list. Oops. All right. Then we have a really fun experiment of sorts. This is Botanical Study number 1 from Pedal Pusher. Here it is on a dark fabric. Here it is on a light fabric. Those are the same floss colors. Exact same. I'm quite partial to the dark. I just love how that pops. But it is really cool to see what the same floss colors will do on different fabrics. And also, you know what? I think I also like this because of how it's matted. Like you got the green around it in the frame versus just it's filling the frame. I think that's working for me too. But you could obviously you could always change up a couple colors if you want it on a light fabric, or do it just like this. It's beautiful. Are those French knots or just little? No, those would just look like confetti stitches. That's a cool effect though. So it's just one chart because it's all the same colors, but shown in 2 fabric choices. And then we have the next in her Fresh Picked series. This is Fresh Picked Tomatoes. Ooh, that makes me excited for tomatoes. It's going to be a while, but I can't wait. A lot of people at our church grow tomatoes and bring their surplus. They grow lots of things, but they bring their extras and just leave them outside the front of church on Sunday morning so you can pick some up. And tomato season is my favorite season. Ooh, Okay, we're going to end on Works by ABC. This is perfect. I have been waiting and excited to talk about this, but I've been going in reverse order, or in order of when I uploaded them. Whatever. We're finally here. Let's talk about Arlene. My friend Arlene is very talented, and I'm very excited to see her soon. She has, I think, 7 or 8 new designs. She's joining the Overachievers Club. First up, we have Cherry Blossoms, and this pattern is made up of a repeating motif. So if you can see this little like diamond shape in here, it's just that over and over and over and over again across the whole chart, but you change the red colors, which then creates the image. Pretty cool. So this is, I think, the 4th design in that series, Cherry Blossoms, and it is beautiful. And this one is stitched in Weeks Dye Work, or no, in Gentle Arts, and there will be a thread pack available. So if you want a thread pack, you can go ahead and order it here. It's one that I probably won't order a lot of extra of, so if you want one, definitely pre-order it. Arlene does a lot of cool stuff, including a lot of Hanukkah and Jewish faith related designs. And this is not necessarily specifically Jewish, but this is many languages, as you can see. But she does a lot of like cool stuff. And this is one example where this is the word peace in, I think it's 20 languages, she said, because we all need more peace in the world. And this is a nice way of stitching peace into the world, as it were. And proceeds from this chart, some proceeds from this chart will be donated to Doctors Without Borders, which is beautiful. What is that stitched on? Blueberry Pie from Grace Notes. Do you know what else it would look good on? Sapphire from Fiber OM. Ooh, and then look at this little cloisonne butterfly. She's so pretty. This is stitched just in DMC plus Petite Treasure braid for that gold effect. But like, look how pretty that is. Did I just say pretty too many times? Probably, but it is. It's pretty. Okay, Arlene does cool stuff, like I've said, including cool 3D stuff now. So this is Wild Rose, and this is stitched using perforated paper. And you stitch the flower and assemble it into a legit 3D flower. So you have both sides of the flower, and then the stem and a vase are all stitched on perforated paper and then sewn together. And so your chart comes with the pattern, obviously, but also 2 sheets of perforated paper, which for a little thing like this, I think would be more than enough. She did something similar last year with nesting dolls, where you get the perforated paper with it, and look, they like actually nest. They were really fun to play with. This is in my whip, well, not my whip pile, it's in my to start pile from last year. Oh, they're so cool. And so this kind of continues that theme of sorts. I don't know if it's a theme yet, but let's call it one. And you can have a cool little 3D flower vase. Oh, I should have posted that I did a little roundup of 3D finishes on Instagram yesterday, and I should have included that. Okay. We have bluebirds. We get this cute little bluebird duo. Look at it in the negative space and then like the positive space. That's pretty cute. Yeah, inverse images of one another, but you get both in one. Arlene's been doing more and more smalls in addition to her like beautiful, huge, fabulous pieces that we'll take a look at in a moment. And I love it because smalls are way more accessible for stitchers like me. We're going to come back to that one. Let's look at this lace design. This is the next lace pattern from Arlene. She has done several in previous years. This one is glorious. So it's hard to tell from the picture. This is stitched all in one color. Does this one use floche or, yes, floche and DMC. Floche is a thicker, it's made by DMC, but it's like thicker. So it's kind of like how Sulky is sort of like stitching with 2 strands of DMC, or more like 1.5 strands of DMC. It's like that, but it's also DMC. So you get this effect where you see how there are parts that are lighter than others. So some of that is stitched in a tent stitch versus a full cross stitch, and some of it is stitched in floche versus DMC. So you get this really cool 3-dimensional effect in your stitching. and it is glorious, especially when you do it on such a cool, vibrant, saturated fabric like this. So this is based off of a lace tablecloth design, I believe, or a lace design, at least. I don't know. Arlene made a really good video talking about it. You should go listen to that because I'm just getting distracted staring at it. Oh, and here's a fun thing. If you don't want to stitch the whole thing, you could just stitch the center. You don't have to commit because I would not commit. It's beautiful, but that's a lot of white stitching. But like, look how beautiful and like how much that just looks like a straight up piece of lace. That's pretty cool. Did she say? Okay, she didn't say in this description what it's based off of. But I don't care because now all I care about is this. This is 324 from Works by ABC. This pattern is based off of a 16th century tablecloth, which is super cool. But it is made up of 324 different squares. I mean, half of those are just these little squares, right? So what is that, 162? No, yes. 162 different squares plus 162 squares. And they're maybe not all entirely different. Some might be repeated across there. Doesn't matter. The point is it's beautiful. This is stitched in 324 different colors. So if you have a whole set of DMC, I have a project for you. It's beautiful. I cannot stop staring at it. I keep opening it up on my screen and just leaving it there because it makes me so happy to look at. Like, so incredibly happy. I cannot wait to stitch this. She does have a color option for you that uses only 36 colors. So you get a little bit less of the dramatic rainbowy effect, but it still looks pretty cool. But I'm going to stitch mine in all 324 colors. Myself and a few people on Instagram have decided to do a SAL, and we are going to start on March 24th. 324. Get it? Personally, I plan to stitch at least one square a day. I anticipate that I will often stitch more than one square. Well, I hope that I will often stitch more than one square, and that will give me a little bit of buffer if, I go on vacation and I don't want to bring this with me, or I get sick and I don't want to stitch or whatever. But these little squares are only 5 by 5. So that's only 25 stitches, and that's very attainable to stitch in a day as long as you are like prepared with your colors. So I plan to stitch mine a square a day or more than a square a day. And that means it would be finished in less than a year, be finished in like 11 months, 10 and a half months. I'm excited. Do you want to join us? Please do. I don't have a hashtag yet. Probably it's 324SAL. I don't know. I'll post about it on my Instagram at some point. Arlene just stitched hers on like a white linen. I've been thinking of doing it on like a light gray. So a couple of these little blue squares might end up sort of blending in a little bit, but I think if it's a light enough gray, it should be okay. I think this would look really pretty on a lot of different fabrics. It would, obviously show up a little differently. Ooh, I can't wait to stitch it. Like, this is my favorite piece of market by far, 120, 200%. I got to talk to Arlene on Saturday last week, and I got to see this model, and I'm so excited to go see it in person, and I'm just so excited in general. Look how pretty it is. It's so soothing. It makes me so happy, and I cannot wait to stitch it and hang it up in my studio. Okay, we're going to stop here for today. After I make sure that I've added this to my wish list. Yes, I have. Don't forget, I have a wish list feature now. I'm placing my pre-order with Arlene tomorrow, so if you want one, make sure you order one because I have a feeling I'm going to order a lot extra, but I have a feeling they're going to sell out. Like, I anticipate this will sell out at market because look at it. And it's the kind of thing that, can you not imagine, especially paired with the majestic lace, it's going to like stop you in your tracks easily. Oh, I can't wait. Okay, I have to go start my other job now. I will see you later. We've got a lot more stitching still to talk about, probably maybe like 2 more of these videos. I don't know. We'll try to do it in, well, I want to keep it around an hour and 15 minutes because I think that is most attainable. but we'll see what happens. I also leave for market in 2 days. So that means like, we'll see what happens. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thank you for shopping with me. Again, you can find my shop at topknotstitcher.com. You can find market things on my homepage or topknotstitcher.com/market24. I appreciate you so very much. Thank you for being a part of my stitching journey and my LNS ONS journey. I cannot begin to express how grateful I am for you and your support in, helping this little online shop dream become a reality and stay a reality. And your likes, your comments, all the things mean the world to me. I will do another giveaway in this video. How about that? So my other 2 videos, you can leave a comment with 3 of the things on your wish list for a chance to win $25. Let's do it a little bit differently. What color would you stitch this design on? What color fabric? Would you do white? Would you do black? Would you do a color? Would you make any changes in the colors? Let me know, because I'm thinking light gray. It almost looks like this could be a light gray, but I think that's just kind of the lighting. So yeah, what color would you stitch this on? And do you want to join our SAL? That doesn't give you an extra entry, but let me know. And I'll see you back here maybe tomorrow or in a day or so. For this video, I will pick a winner on, let's say March 1st, because I'm about to just be in market chaos. March 1st is actually the start of, like, the true start of market chaos. So let's say February 29th, leap day, I will pick a comment. So comment before then. If you want a chance to win, the terms of my giveaway, you must be 18 years or older or have your parents' permission. I only ship to the United States and Canada. So if you live outside of the United States or Canada, I am so sorry, but you will not be able to use your gift card unless you have a friend that you want to ship it to or gift it to or whatever, and that is totally up to you. But I'll pick a comment and give you a $25 gift card to the shop to use for your market stitching and shopping. All right, we've been talking too long. I gotta go. You gotta go. I'll see you again next time. Thank you and goodbye.